How's it going, guys? And welcome back for another video. This right here is the 240 parallel fusion efficient nuke, and let's just go straight into it. I set up a few walls right here, and that's around 30 chunks out, and I thought it would be a good idea for this video right here to try to test it out. Now, I will be using a /fire command instead of actually pressing the button every time, but for now, let's go ahead and press it once, and let's go ahead and see if this works. As you can see right here, it works perfectly, and it's going to work 70 chunks out since this right here is parallel. Now, I will come more into what paralleling actually is and try to explain it for you guys, but for right now, let's go ahead and test out this right here. As I said before, I'm going to use the /fire command to do the rest of the work. This cannon right here is also fully adjustable on all the X, Y, and Z. As you can see right here, I set up this right here. Now, I've showed you guys how you can adjust this cannon here in another video, so if you want to look that up, you can go ahead and do that, but I'm just going to quickly go through it. The X coordinates, or sorry, the Y coordinates right here is the up and down. As you can see right here, we are located ourselves at 240. This is how you build the cannon as well, so the barrel at the top is at 240. This right here can be adjusted very easily. All you got to do is just place a few blocks right here, and it now will be shooting down here. We can go ahead and we can test this out real quick. If we p-fire right here, we should see that instead of having it all the way up here, it should be a little further down now. So this right here is pretty much the Y adjustable. You can also adjust it on the other one right here, south and west, south and north. And what you can do right here is that you can go ahead and adjust it in a simple way. You can use a ladder for this as well, so go ahead and put out a ladder in your inventory, and you can go ahead and place it right here, or you can place it right there. The difference between these two things is that the power itself will be blocked this way right here, so the ladder right here will block the power which comes in from right here. I'll explain that in a second, and that will make sure that the shot which is coming in right here, as you can see, is getting shot to the east for now, as you can see right here, if I'm facing east, but it will be shooting it to the right, and then we'll then go ahead and slide on top of this right here until it meets a block which is all the way out here, which is the max adjustable 150 blocks, and then it will go out. You can also do this the other way around. You can also adjust it to the other side with a simple way of moving this ladder right here over to here. What's going to happen then is that the power now will go all the way to the end, but the shot itself, which is the hammer, sand, nuke, whatever, will then be stopped by this trapdoor right here, or sorry, the ladder, and it will be placing right there, which means that the power will now go to the left, and then this right here will slide all the way through this one right here and end up 150 blocks away. If that's where you place the block, you can place it anywhere. As you can see, I placed like right here. You can place it anywhere on this line right here, and will stop exactly what you want it to do. Now that is a very powerful tool, and that's because when you're firing, you might actually get patched on one place. You can just simply move it down. You can move it down into the wall where it might be patching. On top of that, I choose to take a nuke because when people are patching, it seems the pseudo is just gonna make the hole look like a nuke anyway. So I thought that having a nuke on it will actually help you out a lot. Now I quickly want to touch the area of the parallel thing that's going on with this cannon right here. Now parallel fusioning is pretty much where everything will be fired in the same block away from the power. Now what that does exactly, let's go ahead and imagine that this right here is our power, and all the power is getting boosted over to this spot right here by one of the boosters in the back. Now a normal cannon, you will probably see that the hammer will be placed right here. The sand will come in from the side with the sand compression, and it will look something like this. It might fall a little bit, and this is what it's going to look like. So as you can see right here, if this is our hammer and this right here is our sand, what you will see at the wall or when it fires out is that you can see what's closest to the power will be the hammer. So that will go extremely far before it starts dipping a little bit. While the sand over here will not really go that far. It will probably go around right here, and then it's already going to start dip right here. And then you will probably see it starts dipping way before the actual hammer is. So what this right here gives us is an issue, because let's say that you are facing filters. Now filters is something that's designed to make sure that your hammer and your sand splits up, which is not gonna make it stack. Now a normal fusion, at some range you will see how the sand is dipping before the actual hammer is. Now that is becoming a problem, because as you can see right here, the hammer will hit the filter just right here, but the sand will go under this filter right here and continue outwards, which means there will be no sand to stacking. Now this right here is a normal fusion, and probably like a normal guided cannon as well, where the velocity from the power is shared between these two right here, where one of them gets a little bit more velocity than the other one, which makes something dip a little bit earlier than other things, which is then becoming an issue. Now what this cannon does is that it makes sure that everything will be equal away from the power, so the sand and the hammer and everything else will be inside this sandstone block. Now what that's gonna do is that it's gonna give everything the same velocity, which means that as soon as you start shooting, no matter what, everything that will dip at the same time, which means the sand hammer and whatever will dip at the exact same time. So let's say that you're shooting straight, everything will hit right here. The sand, the hammer, the scatter, the nuke, everything will hit on this one right here. And that's because we use this thing right here. Let's say that we are shooting extremely far. You're gonna see that everything is gonna start dipping like this, and then it probably will go further down and start dipping down here if we're shooting extremely far. Now this right here works very well because it's parallel, and it's always going to go through filters because everything will be in the same block. If we imagine that our hammer was not right here, and let's say that the hammer was a little bit further away from the power, you will see how it starts dipping uneven. So as you can see right here, it starts to dip before the sand does, and that really brings issues when we are cannoning filters and stuff like that. Now the way we make this right here a parallel is actually pretty simple. This right here is the power, and what we do with the power is that we make sure that everything will be boosted on top of this ladder. Once everything reaches on top of this ladder right here, you will see that this booster right here will blow off. What it's gonna do is that it's gonna move everything up to the top of this ladder right here, so it will place right here, and then it's gonna start sliding, and it's gonna start sliding all the way until something stops it. You could have placed a block right here, then we'll stop right here, but it goes all the way out here and starts to blow up, and all the sand and hammer will be fired to the wall. So that right here will be slided all the way over here. Then we have our hammer. It works the exact same way as the power actually, and it's going to be sliding as I told you before, and it's going to be hitting right there because of the trapdoor. As you can see, it's going to slide up to the trapdoor and land right here. Now this right here has red sand as well, so that will be inside this block right here. We also has all our sand coming in right here. We have our nuke coming in right there. Everything is going to be sliding at this trapdoor and land right there. So everything will be inside the exact same blocks when this power here goes off, which is pretty smart, because now filters is no longer an issue. You won't be having issues with clipping and stuff like that. Now I think that'll be pretty much it for this video right here. I quickly want to say that I'm going to go ahead and take a schematic of this one way we have it fully watered, how it stands right now, and also one where you can see all of these guidelines so that you will no longer need to test how far it actually goes out. But most of all guys, I want to thank you guys for watching this video here, and if you enjoyed, remember to like this video here, comment down below what kind of cannon we should do next. We can do all kind of things, and also remember to join my Discord. Now I'm doing giveaways 24/7 of all kind of things, mostly faction servers, is donating, and a lot of things that I am free to give out. So I've been giving away over 100 things from all kind of servers, from Minecraft, ranks, everything that you might imagine. But anyways guys, I want to thank you guys for watching this video here, and if you enjoyed, remember to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. My name is Dexter, and I'm out.